Welcome, everybody. My name is Benjamin Poole, head trader here at Verified Investing. Silver, gold, copper, platinum, and palladium are all dropping today. Natural gas is heading up a little bit more. The inflationary news is there could be a potential rate hike instead of a rate cut, and inflation is heading higher. It's causing a lot of movement in these commodities. Let's go ahead and jump right in the chart of silver. Here's this upswing trend line. You got a pivot low here, secondary hit, third hit here. If price drops a little bit more down to about 75 or pierces $76 an ounce, this is your support level on the price of silver. For you bulls out there, as you can see from the pivot top around $90 an ounce, this is a pretty substantial drawdown. So 15% move in a few days on the price of silver. You are likely to get a pretty solid bounce off of this level. What we're looking at is you got a pivot low here, a higher low here. As long as we maintain another higher low here and stay above 71 an ounce on the price of silver futures, then you're likely to continue the move. This upswing trend line needs to be watched, though. If we start breaking this to the downside with confirmation and then take out this low pivot, we're heading all the way down to this level at $61.39 per ounce. Your next level of resistance, if we can start clearing this $90 an ounce level, as you can see, there was a lot of resistance in this area. You're heading all the way up to 97. So this right now, the reason I'm putting out this video, this identifies a great opportunity for a potential entry price for a swing trade. For something like this, you would be looking for about a 5 to 6% bounce, knowing that you've got your stop out on a daily closing basis with confirmation below this. Copper is coming in as well. You had this nice breakout. You had this pivot top here. Price got above it and then got rejected. Had this huge sell-off, got down to 526. Got rejected again here, rejected. Now, all of a sudden, now that we've broken out of this level with confirmation, here is your upswing trend line. Pivot low here, secondary hit, and a retrace to the scene of the crime. If you can start picking this up around 614, this is the level that you enter the price of natural gas. I mean, on copper futures. What we're looking at, though, this would be the third hit. So this is your first level of support. If it drops a little bit more, this upswing trend line would be the third hit of this upswing trend line. So if you're a little bit more conservative, $60 or $6 is where you're looking to get in for HG1, so the copper futures. On the bullish side, we now need to take out this pivot top at 671 on a bearish consolidation basis. If similar with silver, if we do start closing below this or start chopping on this over the next few days, then we would look for potential more downside. Notice how price action got underneath this resistance. Now this resistance level is support. If we start chopping on the support, watch out. Copper futures are going to head significantly lower. Let's go into platinum. Platinum is actually retracing to the scene of the crime. So here we've got this, not quite the pivot, but this is the opening candle of this huge red bar candle. Connect that to this pivot low, the pivot high, and this is where you got the rejection. This was the third hit. You notice how price action got a nice rejection off of this level, consolidated right underneath it, got a nice bid. Now actually right here at 1991, you're into a ton of support. Similar with the price action of silver, pivot low, higher low. As long as we can maintain a higher low, which means that it's got to stay above 1882, then we're more bullish on the price action of platinum. Then for the bulls out there, we need to take out 2216. It opens up the price action to head up to 2407 on a bearish consolidation basis. Once we recapture this downswing trend line to the downside, we are looking at support that goes back all the way to the lows of August 2025. First hit, second hit, third hit, nice bounce, retrace beautifully, and then it did it again. So this shows us that there's a ton of support in this area, even if it does close below this a low pivot point. This is where you'd look to enter it right around 1826, all the way up to 1835, depending on when it hits. And this is for more of my conservative traders. That's what we're looking at for an entry price. Now let's go ahead and connect this pivot low, secondary pivot, Not only do we have this down sloping trend line as support, you've got this third hit of this up sloping trend line. So for me, this favors a more of a bounce to the upside, knowing that I do have some resistance at 22.18 as for its additional resistance. So a lot of support in this area on platinum. Palladium futures, pivot top here, secondary hit, price consolidated, finally broke out, has not confirmed above this down sloping trend line. Now we're actually looking to retrace. The thing that gives this a little bit more of a bearish thesis is you've got this low pivot point. You notice how we got this pivot high here, a lower high here, and we created this lower low, and we could be putting in a lower low on Palladium. This could open the door for another move to the downside. Your support level is 1349. So 1349 is where I'd look to pick up Palladium for a long. So if you're looking at PALL, that is where you would look to pick this up, knowing you've got additional support at 1254. That would be my accumulation zone on Palladium. Natural gas is having a nice push. What we need to happen on natural gas is it needs to get above the $3 level. Once you get above $3, 3058 is going to be your next level of resistance. But I really like the price action. You had this nice low here, created a lower low. However, then we created a higher low here, a higher low here, and a higher low here. This is signaling to me that natural gas is starting to its initial breakout period. Once we clear 3055, then we could look for a confirmation. If you're not already in it, I would wait for a confirmation above this, and then a retrace is seen to climb. That would be your entry price. Or if we start consolidating a little bit more underneath this level, right underneath that $3 whole round number, then that could be your accumulation area, waiting for this another surge to the upside. Last but not least is gold. Up-sloping trend line, pivot low here, secondary hit. We're actually starting to get below it. For the bulls out there, we need price action to stay above 450.09. Similar to what's going on with Palladium. This, you got your pivot low here. I mean, a nice rounded top here, a secondary rounded top here, creating a higher low. This to me is signaling that the bears are starting to be more in control of gold. Once we take out this low pivot, you're heading all the way down to this 43.71 level an ounce. If you're a little bit more aggressive, this is your starting position for a swing trade, but you have to take out this 47.83 level for another leg to the upside. So that is my price action on the commodities. I wasn't going to do a video this morning. However, because of the price action in the commodities right now in these metals, I wanted to go ahead and jump on here and let you guys know. And this was a rapid fire because I got to get to the live day trading room. We'll see you guys next time in the charts. You guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.